spikes it to the turf. Michael Carter with the pitch, turns it upfield. Carter into Seattle territory and down near the 45-yard line. For the last 3 games, they're +10 in the fourth, trying to...
Seahawks, 3 cut candidates on Seattle's roster entering 2024 offseason. After a second consecutive 9-8 season resulted in the Seattle Seahawks narrowly missing out on a playoff berth, the 2024 campaign will look different for the decorated franchise. Head coach Pete Carroll stepped down after 14 years at the helm, with former Baltimore Ravens defensive coordinator Mike Macdonald taking over as the team's leader. Carroll will stay on in an advisory role with the franchise, which could bring an interesting power dynamic in the Pacific Northwest. A rebuild is always possible, but the Seahawks will most likely want to build on the solid player base they currently have. Acquisitions are usually the focus once the season ends, but some of the toughest decisions are internal debates over which veteran players to cut to save money. The Seahawks enter the offseason with -$1.5 million in cap space and must find ways to get in the black by releasing players and reallocating funds. Here are the top 3 cut candidates for the Seahawks this offseason. Tyler Lockett, wide receiver. The longest tenured member of the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett has been one of the most consistent receivers in the NFL during his time in Seattle. But the 2023 season was the signal of a possible decline for the veteran wideout. Lockett had just 894 receiving yards, his lowest total since 2017, while not recording a 100-yard game. Lockett turns 32 soon after the 2024 season begins, and the franchise will begin to consider whether it is time for the former All-Pro to move on. Tyler Lockett has 2 years left on his current deal, but cutting the 31-year-old saves the Seahawks $18 million in 2024 while leaving just under $10 million in dead cap for each of the next 2 seasons. The veteran wideout will be hoping to play his 10th season in Seattle, but the Seahawks have a significant motive to let go of their star receiver this offseason. Will Dissly, tight end. Carrying the 12th highest cap hit among tight ends in 2024, higher than Evan Engram, Dallas Goedert, or David Njoku, is the Seahawks' own Will Dissly. Dissly has a cap hit of $10 million as he enters the final year of a 3-year, $24 million deal. That is a considerable sum of money to pay toward a tight end known mostly for his blocking. Dissly had just 17 catches for 172 yards in 2023, both the lowest since his rookie year in 2018, while playing a career-low 39% of offensive snaps. With both Noah Fant and Cody Parkinson earning bigger shares of both playing time and targets, it does not make sense for Seattle's 3rd tight end to have the team's 7th highest cap hit. Cutting Dissly saves the franchise $7 million of his $10 million salary, making this move a no-brainer. Jamal Adams, safety. When healthy, Jamal Adams is one of the best safeties in the league. But Adams' health has been a hope more than an expectation during his time in Seattle. The former New York Jet has not played more than 12 games in a season for the Seahawks, with just 10 games played over the last 2 seasons combined. Adams has 2 seasons left on his 4-year, $70 million deal in Seattle, and with the franchise in need of cap space, the 3-time All-Pro could find himself as a cap casualty. The Seahawks would save $16.5 million by cutting their star safety after June 1st, leaving them with $10.5 million in dead cap for 2024 and 2025. Given Adams' frequent injury history, this move is becoming increasingly probable.
He's just going to run a post outside over the top of the defense, and you see Smith